Hello, Arcadia Unified family. I'm David Vannasdall, your superintendent, and I'm here with Erica Newkirk, our district nurse. We're coming to you from the Rally Court at Arcadia High School, and we are excited for all of our students and staff to return for the high school this Wednesday, for TK through 8 this Thursday. As we prepare for all of our students and staff to return, we have a few reminders that are really important to go over, that as we work together with the parents, that we have a true partnership to ensure the safety of all of our students and staff. The first one is we will be following the state mandated mask mandate. And what I mean by that is when we are indoors, all students and staff, anyone on campus indoors, will be required to wear a mask. Erica, if you want to add something to that?
Yeah, we would encourage families to start practicing with their students wearing masks at home. Most students and families will probably feel most comfortable wearing the masks that they're already used to, but in the event that your child shouldn't have a mask or should lose or damage their mask during the day, we will have replacements available in all of the health offices.
Great, thank you. And I can't stress enough that for all of our students and staff, wearing that mask is the first line of defense to ensure your safety and for those around you. The second one is our health screener. If your child returned in the spring, you might be very familiar with this, but it might be new to some of you, and that is you're going to receive an email every morning asking you to answer a number of questions, a quick survey, very brief, on the health of your child that day. If you get through that and it pops up green check mark, you know you're good to go. If it doesn't, you know that there are concerns and your child has one of the symptoms that requires them to stay home. We've had this for a long time, this practice of not sending students to school and staff going to school if you're sick. Right now, this is the most important thing that we can all do for each other, is to ensure that we stay home. And I know as a parent, this can cause a lot of disruption to family life, but it is absolutely critical that we all follow this.
Unlike last year, we're not going to be verifying the health screenings at the gate, but we're going to continue to monitor the health screenings on the back end, and we will be contacting families if they're having difficulty completing those health screenings. And we just are looking forward to your continued support and partnership with us. As much as possible, please try to keep communication open with your school's health office if your student will be absent. Also, if your student has a known medical condition that might mimic the symptoms of COVID-19, we would love if you could reach out to us as soon as possible so we can work out a plan to keep your student in school as much as possible.
Great, thank you. Another one is the COVID testing. We recognize that many of your providers, health providers and different community outlets are providing testing, but we really want to make it convenient for all of our students and staff and families to get that testing whenever you choose. So we will be providing that on a weekly basis for our staff, as well as a central location for all of our students. So we'll be providing more information following this, where as a parent you'll be able to pick up those test kits and also drop them off.
Yep, and we would encourage parents and families who want to utilize their own healthcare providers for testing. You can absolutely still do that. This just gives us an easy way to make testing available for people, and we can also have access to those results at the same time that families receive those results.
Yeah, and Erica, I know you and your team have been working really hard at being able to follow up if and when we have a positive COVID test. Would you like to talk a little bit about what that's going to look like?
Sure. So our process begins actually at the moment that a student starts with symptoms of COVID-19. We're going to make sure that that student is able to isolate as soon as possible, and then we'll follow up with families on the next steps for the student to return to school. If we do have a confirmed case of COVID-19, we're going to be utilizing all of the resources available to us to perform contact tracing, identify any close contacts, and then make sure that the close contacts have the resources they need and our understanding of what the quarantine process will entail. And then we'll be working with families on an individual basis to determine when those students are clear to return to school again. We again would encourage you to keep really good communication with us, continue to send us your questions, or if your students have symptoms or if you receive test results, so that we can start that process as soon as possible.
Fabulous. Well, listen, I am confident that with the strong partnership between the school and home, that we can provide this safe and healthy environment for our kids this year, and I'm looking forward to a great year. So thank you in advance for your cooperation, and I hope to see you very soon in person.